Hello everyone! Today, me and my friends will explain about personal error, which is one of the common sources of error in food analysis. Personal error is an error caused by the person performing the experiment. It usually happens because of human mistake, such as carelessness, lack of experience, incorrect reading of instrument, or not following the correct laboratory procedure. Since these errors come from human actions, they can usually be reduced by working carefully and following the correct methods.
Now, let's look at how personal error happen in food analysis. The first example is incorrect pipetting. Imagine you need to transfer exactly 10 ml of milk sample using a pipette. However, because of poor pipetting technique, you accidentally transfer only 9.7 ml. Since the sample volume is incorrect, the analysis will also produce inaccurate results.
The second example is reading the meniscus incorrectly. When measuring a liquid, the liquid level should always be read at eye level. If you read it from above or below, you may measure too much or too little liquid. As a result, the concentration of the solution will be wrong, which affect the final analysis.
The third example is not following the correct heating time. For example, during moisture content analysis, a flour sample should be dried in an oven for 3 hours. If the analyst removes it after only 2 hours, some water will still remain in the sample. This causes the moisture content to appear higher than its actual value.
Next, let's discuss the impact of personal error. Personal error affect both accuracy and precision. First, it reduces accuracy because the measured result is different from the true value. For example, if the actual protein content of a food sample is 12%, but incorrect pipetting gives a result of 10.8%, then the result is inaccurate.
Finally, here are 3 ways to minimize personal error in a real laboratory. The first way is to provide proper training, so all laboratory personnel know how to use equipment correctly and perform the analysis properly. The second way is to follow standard operating procedure or SOP carefully without skipping any step.
The third way is to double-check all measurements, calculations, sample labels, and record data before completing the experiment. If possible, another person should also verify the work to reduce mistakes. In conclusion, personal error is a common source of error in food analysis because it is caused by human mistakes. It can reduce both the accuracy and precision of results. However, by receiving a proper training, following SOP carefully, and checking our work before finishing the experiments, personal error can be greatly reduced.